Welcome everyone on this Sunday evening. I thank everyone for making your time, and somebody might have been having their coffee when I have my having my coffee, and somebody are skipping also because they are interested to learn the life skills. What a bootcamp it was. On first day, we had Dr. Halima Sadia. She spoke on effective communication and skills speakers to speak to impact. Next speaker was two doctors were there. One was Dr. Alka Chadda, the magic of believing in yourself. So people who have missed it will send you the recordings the first day. Second day, yesterday, it was myself speaking on careerpreneurship, Jitendra Nath Mahato. Second speaker was a fifth dimension on money by Rahul Patki. And today we have the penultimate day, the last day of the third day of the boot camp. Manage not just for your time, but your stress too, by Colonel or a veteran Colonel Sushobit Kamra sir. And next speaker we have the last speaker, Discover the Superhero in You by Mrs. Madhu Punjabi. And then we have the validating function. So LSN, all the veterans came together, and you have seen people have qualified a lot, they have learned a lot, they are highly qualified, but still when it comes to the actual world, they fumble. They're not able to face the challenges of the world. On that thought, LSN was founded by the 8 members on 17th of October 2021. And we have come a long way. First 3-4 months we have come up, and this is the first boot camp. We were having the sessions on Saturdays, we were on Clubhouse, we have various social media platform, and we are trying to reach every nook and corner of the country, even the international presence we are getting it. Without further ado, I would like to call upon our first speaker for today, Colonel Sushobit sir, to speak on manage not just your time, but your stress. Before that, let me introduce the gentleman. Give a big round of applause. This gentleman, when I saw his degrees, I was thinking that when I did my master's 15 years back, I was thinking, how do I complete it? This gentleman completed his MTech from IIT Bombay at the age of 55. So you can do anything. He has a BTech in mechanical gold medalist. He's an MBA general management, PGDM HR, and an MSc. He's a veteran and technocrat with 3 decades of experience. He's also the ex-vice president of a national level manpower solution company. He's also a certified independent director of boards of listed companies. Over the years, you have been working on the leadership skills, better business management, problem solving, how to be a better mentor, stress management, time management, which he will be talking today, fight over procrastination, which most of us, even I suffer today. I'm struggling with procrastination. I always keep up, okay, I'll do next week, and after that, it never happens. So let's welcome over to you, Colonel Shobit Kamra sir, to take on your topic for today. Thank you.
Hi, good evening once again, everyone. Yeah, good to see you all here once again. And I know you are, many of you were with us on first day, second day, and today the third day as well. So it's very, very heartening. And of course, we have the newcomers also today who are joining us. And we look forward to add value to all of you through my team, which is called Life Skills Nest. Yes. Brief introduction has been given, Life Skills Nest, or LSN as we started calling it now. We are there actually just to help people overcome their life journey. All the obstacles which are there in the life journey, help them overcome it in a smoother manner, help them to go over the obstacles of the life in a better way. And for that reason, we thought of organizing this boot camp for you. And we will be having many things in the times to come. And yes, so without stopping, I will start the my screen sharing. Yeah, and before that, I also want to thank our dear friend Jitinder, who has given a very great introduction for me. Jitinder, please, thank you so much for the same. Yeah, is my screen visible? Is my
Yes,
screen visible? Yeah,
yes.
but
Yes,
I can
yes.
see the screens, the slides are not moving. Yeah, just allow me. I may need to. I'll stop sharing and just do it once again. Yeah, just allow me. This happens with this software sometimes. It's once again. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is fine now. So, of course, we welcome you once again. Okay, so the topic of the day is something related to this picture. Okay, the session, about 35 to 40 minutes, is going to be interactive, my dear friends. And I want you all to take away something definitely out of the session. So just be alert, because I'll request you to participate, and I may even call on your names for having it interactive session. So going over, this is the first picture which I wanted to share. Okay, we have got many students also today here. So just help me moving ahead and tell me what this slide tells you. What does it talk to you? What does it show you? How does it interact to you? What is happening in the slide? That is, yeah, anyone, please help me.
The youth is under
Okay.
stress.
He's depressed.
Yes, 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 yeah, definitely. So I think
How
the
do I
answers were,
learn?
sorry.
How do I learn so much?
Yeah, ये भी एक है. So it's again indicating, Runaji, towards stress only, and
Yeah.
that is
So,
the
with
issue.
sir, the audience wants to know today at 55 years, how could you do masters? Because people
Okay.
in the 30s, 20s also struggle. How
So,
do I
so,
study?
so
So, how
from the
did you?
moderator, okay, thank you. You know, from the moderator, there's a pause button. So accept this pause from moderator's end. Okay, I'll share my this thing, and I have spent about 3 decades plus of life in uniform, uh, which I joined in 1984. In fact, Jitu bhai, I am 55 plus now. So मेरा जो last जो post graduation था, when I was in college, like some of our college friends today and the ones perhaps not, it was not the condition जो picture में है इस time पे. It did not happen perhaps with me, about that my screen what is talking about. But one thing was there, yes, I loved academics, and I kept upgrading myself throughout the course of my journey. And after I had joined Army, I was lucky. I did my BTech, as you brought out. Then I was sponsored through the government, and could qualify for a competitive seat of IIT Bombay, where I did my MTech. And that also at a later age of around 36, 37. And thereafter, I kept doing my work, but also upgrading myself. That is the 2 award MBAs, PGDM, and the last one at 51 years, when I sat down with friends, young friends, to gain and upgrade myself in the college. Because I strongly believe that, the learning is very much required. And today, the pace of life which is there, to be successful, to be updated, to be there to help others, it is very, very important that we keep on upgrading ourselves. And today also, once again, at around 56 almost, I am willing to join the college again if needed, because there is a lot of things in life which I have not gained. So, so I still, if there was an occasion or a chance, it would be lovely for me, and I wouldn't have hesitated. So I hope, Jitendra ji, I have answered the query. And do we unpause and move on the presentation?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, friends. So I have had, of course, a very, very enriching journey of my life. Some things I will be sharing also in the course of our journey ahead today evening. So very intelligently, very rightly brought out, there is not a person I know of on this planet, old or young, who did not have problems, who did not have problems. Actually, ये एक ईश्वर की तरफ से ही एक ऐसी कुछ बनावट है. While we are the only ones in this whole universe, there are so many living beings, who are breathing. We all know about them: animals, plants, underwater life which is there. But we are the people who have got the brains to think. And when it comes as a blessing to us, there are also opportunities which are flip-flop. Okay. So there are occasions where the stress also happens to surround us. And today I am trying to help people who are there in this gathering and otherwise also in life whom I encounter, to help their stresses get managed better. Okay. So I hope you're ready for the journey. And today my question will be that you have to decide in your life who will be the winner, right? If you are given a chance, because there are obstacles, I understand. Okay. The question is for the audience again, who will be the winner? That you have to choose. While I go through this journey, you have to answer at the end of the journey who will be the winner. But today is the time when you have decided to come along with me, sit down here, give your time, and answer this question, which will be repeated to you at the end once again. Okay, so moving ahead, well, we have decided that, the stress is one of the causes of worry. And we must do something to finish this stress. Let me help move ahead by understanding things which cause stress. Okay. So I want now our friends here to participate and help me. I am going to paste a chat box the message here, and wherein I want you all to type what are, as per you, the top stressors which are there in life. Okay. So I'm pasting a link here. Okay. See, just please click on this link, which is there on the slide now. It'll take you straight away to an app wherein you have to just type in the reasons which you feel are the stressors as per you. If somebody has a difficulty, you take the second option of just typing it in the chat box here. Okay, so people are participating in either way. So I leave it to you where your comfort level that is. So you can do it in the chat box. Okay, the time has already started. Please let me know what are the top 3 stressors which are causing stress in your life, or okay, if you do not want to say your life, around you also you can say, okay, which you feel are the top stressors in life. Let's have some messages in the chat box. Ankiya, Hiba, Siksha, Ikra, Aruna ji, waiting for all of you. I'm not getting the responses.
We've already entered.
We entered in the Mentimeter.
Yes, I'm trying to see that only. Okay, there's some issue setting this thing up here. Okay, so let's hear you out, okay?
Sir, you can log into your Menti and then refresh the page. It will show the answers.
No, the
Yeah, I
Mentimeter.
opened.
Go
I
to your
opened it.
Mentimeter.
Meter you have to go.
Yes,
Mentimeter, and
yes. I was already there in my account.
click on your presentation. You'll get it, and you present it. Go to your, click on that what you have prepared, and right side you have a presentation. Please click on that.
Okay, let me make it interactive without wasting
Okay.
more time
Okay,
because there is
okay.
some glitch coming up here in the login. Okay.
Okay.
Nevertheless, we'll take the other option which is there in the interest of time and everyone. So yeah, there are a lot of responses coming out for me in the chat box itself. Yeah, so we have things. Yeah, let me read out. Yeah, it is physical health problems, health, comparison, feeling low. Okay, yes, that is there. When you start comparing, there is somebody amongst us who always teaches, do not compare. Comparison creates a problem for you. Yeah. So, yeah, workload. Yes, very right. Please keep going on. Social conditions, fear of failure. Yes, very right. Very right. So nice. So nice. This is a great audience. Relationships. Yes, it happens. Relationships भी बहुत ज़्यादा affect करते हैं to cause a stress. In case you have an issue, that is separation from a loved one, another one, fail to achieve your goal. Prince Kumar. Yeah, physical health problems. Health, bad deaths, time, bad boss. Okay, thanks so much. You have actually filled more than I could have thought of, and thank you for getting it that way. And yes, while listening bad things, and I want to allow you. You go ahead. Yeah, there are so many things which are coming up in your mind, so please go ahead. And these are some more pictures which are talking to you to help you understand. So do they cover those issues somewhere which were being shared? There's a boss who's throwing a file. There's some colleague or a boss who's shouting it to your ears with that megaphone. And there could be a spouse, relationship issues, sister, brother fighting. There could be the lady down below could be your boss, and like that, So these are there. That means if there are two people around us, they have to have something which is different. And I just listed also for you something. Let's see. Yeah, this was covered. Okay. Being bullied. Yeah, this is another one. You get bullied as a child in your family. Bade bhai se, badi behan se, you get bullied. And even in your school, if there are of course some students here in the college also, sometimes कोई वहाँ पे भी कोई दादा आ जाता है, college में भी कभी-कभी कोई दादा बन जाते हैं कि नहीं? कोई कभी-कभी college के भी दादा होते हैं. Okay, no trust, recent move. Okay, you have moved out of your location. That is also, movement is also causing stress. Working too hard, that was there. Busy schedules.
Hello, sir.
Marriage and relationship problems.
Hello.
Difficulty. Yeah, loss in stocks was also talked about. Overthinking. So, there's so many things which are coming out. And the audience has been always doing very well. And I think you covered them.
Somebody wants to speak. May I know who is that? Somebody was saying.
Yeah, somebody wants to say something. Please come on the mic. Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah,
it?
sorry for interrupt you. Yes, sir.
Bolo.
Sir, I just want to know about the meaning of bullied.
बुलीड का मतलब होता है कोई किसी को ना, जैसे मतलब आप बुली का मतलब एक तरीके से धक्का देना. जो बड़ा भाई होता है या बड़ी बहन या कोई आपसे जो बड़ा है, वो आपको ना लेट डाउन करता है एक तरीके से कि तुम अच्छे नहीं हो, तुम किसी काम के नहीं हो, या तुम्हारे को नकारा जाता है. You understand Hindi? These words?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
I got it.
Can you help me with your name? Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Prince Kumar.
Okay. Yeah, Prince. Yeah, you've been participating very well. So bullied का मतलब है कि आपको जब अपनी अहमियत जो है आपकी, जब आपको belittle कर दिया जाता है, इंग्लिश में ये भी कहते हैं you get belittled. You are not getting your value worth, you're not getting your space and place, and you are also being pushed down below. कोई आपको नीचे को धकेल रहा है. That becomes
Yes,
bullied.
yes.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
a demoralized thing.
हाँ, it is very very demoralizing कि आपके माहौल में आपको जो है कोई भी चीज इस तरह से की हो रही हो. And of course the last one is there, death in the family. So these all have to go on क्योंकि ये जिंदगी है. जब ये जिंदगी है तो इसमें ये चीजें जो बनी ही हुई हैं. So you cannot, undo these things, right? So there is a issue. Okay. Now let us to help me move ahead. There are situations which are the common situations, like we talked about all these situations. Let me have some responses. I'm giving you one scenario, and I want you to understand what we do. Okay, this is very very common scenarios which are there. Okay, so one is your pocket has got picked. Okay, or a wallet getting lost. Okay, traffic jam, right? Okay, we'll discuss more about the traffic jam. Okay, because इसमें तो आमतौर पे हम फंस ही जाते हैं. वैलेट तो सबका नहीं घूमेगा और जेब भी नहीं कटी होगी हर बारी हर एक की. लेकिन चलो, ट्रैफिक जैम में तो हर एक का इंसान जो है फंसता ही फंसता है, right? And let us understand what is the normal reaction. So I want again the interactive session going on. Let me understand that you are going from the office, you start to your office, और आपने जो है अपने घर से आप बिल्कुल सही टाइम पे निकले हुए. आपकी गाड़ी भी ठीक है और आपके साथ में सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा था. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली इट वाज अ रोड में कुछ हुआ जिसकी वजह से जो है आपका ट्रैफिक जैम हो गया. आप ट्रैफिक जैम में फंस गए. So what are the responses which will come? What are those normal responses which come if you get stuck in a traffic jam? Just help me again. Okay, frustration, irritation. Good audience once again. Thank you. I'm enjoying this session. Yeah, more. Come in. Come fast.
जो है सो है.
जो है सो है. Okay, panic. Yeah, panic. Huh? Okay, Hiba, explain. Okay, what do you understand? Panic का जो है situation जो है, just help people understand. Panic से जो है, what is happening? Feeling disturbed. Yeah, Hiba, you can come on mic. Thinking how long? All interesting answers. Yeah. Somebody who wants to answer this, more participatively. कोई भी unmute करके कोई आना चाहेगा? Bharti, okay, blaming others. Bharti, can you help coming in? We have IOS, IOIS. Sorry,
Hello.
ma'am, good to have you here. Yeah, can I know about you? You are from where? You're participating from where?
I'm from Singapore.
Oh, very good. Welcome to you. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, so I'll keep it in mind that I'll keep it in English only mainly and reduce the Hindi
It's all
version.
right.
It's all right. Okay, welcome. Okay, thanks for joining.
I'm having a headache. I might leave early because having a headache. It's okay.
Okay.
You continue.
You have a cup of coffee like me. You headache will go up.
Cannot.
Yeah,
Then I cannot sleep.
otherwise participate and you don't think of the headache. You just participate in the session.
Although there will not be much traffic jam there, imagine that you are in India and you are stuck in traffic jam in Bangalore.
More headache.
Yeah. So just consider, be at ease and participate as much as is comfortable to you. And thank you for joining. Yeah, and Anikua, Nargis, yeah, you wanted to say something. Yeah, tell me.
If we get in a traffic jam, generally we think that this is not my fault. मैं जल्दी उठी और मैंने सब कुछ किया तो this is not my fault. But I think we think that this is not my fault. But मुझे पेशेंस रखना चाहिए और उस टाइम को कुछ सॉन्ग सुन के या सॉन्ग ऑन करके अपना टाइम अपना पास करना चाहिए. तो और मेडिटेशन करें हम उस टाइम तो फील होगा कि ये होना तो उसे हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते.
Okay. Yeah, Ikra, you'd like to answer this? Ikra?
as you're asking me the answer,
Yeah.
actually, I write something which I usually do in most of the time where I get stressed. I
Okay.
was suffering. If I talk about the past year, I was too much depressed. I was I was having a very bad health issues with me, and overcoming from all of this, it's really a big issue for me. But still, I am recovering. So actually, I don't even want to remember that time when I was that depressed that I started getting some suicidal ideas that I just want to kill and I just want to finish all that thing. Even somebody says that doctor are the lifesavers, but in my case, they are not saving my life. They pushed me to the death. So I don't want to remember that time. That's it.
Ikra, yeah, you for the time being, I have, whenever I interact with you, I always see a very, very smiling, determined lady in you. And don't let that go, because I will be coming back to you on this without deliberating it here. Don't worry, things will be all right. And thanks for sharing something there. Yeah, Ankit. Ankit is there? Ankit. Ankit is there?
Yes, I'm there, sir.
Yeah, tell me about your response. What would you have done when you were in a traffic jam?
I think there is nothing much can be done.
Okay.
So no, why to fret? Just listen to good songs and
Yes.
whatever best you can do with the time. That's it.
Lovely, lovely participation, friends. So I'll come back to the presentation. Yeah. And these are the simple things which we do. You can start reading on the slide now. Yeah. One is that we pick up our phone. Okay. And make frantic callings. That is what is the first reaction. Okay. Then, of course, somebody brought it out very, very rightly. And बहुत अच्छा audience है आज हमारे साथ में, getting irritated, bad thoughts, abusive language. India, yes, I mean to say we part and parcel of it, and you will listen people honking, which is not there in Singapore and other countries. It is only when I land at IGI, I come to hear these honks of the vehicles. People are honking, and without reason they are honking because the first car ahead of you cannot move. Curse yourself. This is again something. You start cursing yourself on the decision. If you don't want to curse yourself, then you curse the person who made you take that decision. So I who sent you that day, okay, इस रास्ते से चले जाओ, उस रास्ते से मत जाना, ये shortcut है, कुछ भी वजह हुई होगी. So anything which could have happened that day, but you got stuck. Okay. So this scenario which we discussed about was truly a stress scenario. And what should you do, or what should have been done? Also, somebody was bringing out. So one is that it has happened. So what you can do is, firstly, my advice to you, a very, very sincere advice, क्योंकि traffic jam जो है, to get stuck in a traffic jam is very, very common situation. And first reaction, just take it from me today, is be calm. Okay. Then I want to tell you that time has the key. I have also had in life some very, very serious things when we lost somebody very, very close to me in my hands. But then one thing was known to me, that this time which is there now or today, or that traffic jam situation also, it has to get through. So chabi kiske paas hai? Who has got the key? Time has the key. If you remember this second statement, it is going to help you go through this irritable journey much smoothly, much calmly, and much better. Okay. Of course, somebody beautifully brought out, and this is what I do, is put on the car music. Yeah, definitely it is a soother. And of course, you could have also in the meantime, in house, in office, wherever the situation is there. Like in my office also, I was sharing in my previous this interaction also on this, that I go to the office. I told the PA that please put on a light in the mornings. It was some meditative music or some mantra which was playing on. And gradually I said, don't leave the office like this. I feel too dull. तो आपने कुछ नहीं करना है. Only thing is you will put on the music which is there, the Bollywood song music. Okay, there were not songs which were playing, but we had it in the room, in the office also, because it will automatically bring down what is getting hyped up. Okay, so it will help you a lot if you use these small tips. And there are the technology. This is one thing I am just listing out, which I also go and listen to while doing this thing. There are a lot of apps nowadays. Beautiful things are around us. I don't know how many of you are using Clubhouse. Clubhouse has got so many things. Interactive chats are there, and you just if you love shares, it is there. There's a talk going on. If you like leadership, there's a talk going on. If you like music, it is the talks are going on. And you will have topics, every topic, even stress management, something is going on now and then. So you can follow those Clubhouse things. And the beauty of the Clubhouse is that it doesn't interrupt your working or your thinking. You can just put on that music channel or something. That is which I do. And I keep doing my work, okay, in my house also. So I don't feel alone, even if you're in a room. Although I'm not alone, I'm in the house, but still, it keeps you occupied. Okay, moving ahead, of course, these were the common things which are there. Visiting a friend. Yeah. So visiting a friend is also very, very important. The other day, I was attending a session of Sadhguru. Sadhguru is one of the most powerful leaders which we know of. And you know what he was talking is? He was talking about the touch. So he was being interviewed by one doctor, a very, very famous cardio surgeon, Dr. Devi Shetty. And Dr. Devi Shetty, in that talk, it was there, the importance of touch. Supposing you are in that situation where something grave has happened, something grave has happened, you must visit a person whom you feel is going to be beneficial in that moment. It could be a friend or it could be an elder even. But I still remember the beauty when the feeling of the touch which is there, which he was telling that, you know, if a person is in stress, just Dr. Devi Shetty was saying, in my patient's case, I keep my hand on his shoulder when I'm talking to him. He's got a heart problem. As such, he is in stress. But what the mechanism which he used to do, in the moment he said, I keep my hand on his shoulder, he feels the touch. So that is the importance, that when you visit the friend, avoid talking on the phone. You know, visiting and getting felt by a touch is very, very important. As I was also saying, that it's a different feeling when my father at this time also comes around and keeps his hand on my head. I feel all my feelings and sentiments of the stress which is there. I feel feeling of being blessed. I feel a feeling of being cared. My somebody is there still. You know, even your spouse could be there for you. So आपकी कोई और friend, girlfriend, कोई भी हो सकता है. Even in your sister हो सकते हैं, कोई भी हो सकता है. So all these things are there. You must not keep these feelings of negative thoughts. You must avoid them. And at the earliest, try to see somebody whom you feel is dear to you. Okay? Because remember that time had the key, and us jam mein se jo nikalna hai, you can't get out of this traffic jam in any case. And only the time had the key. So there is no reason for you to, you know, abusing yourself out of it. And yes, I also thought that I should not miss out on talking about this COVID related stress. Last 2 years almost now, the journey which has been very, very stressful for many of us. It is including everyone. I would not hesitate to say that, you know, the uncertainties which were prevailing had also disturbed my mind, and so would be many of yours, because we have lost, many people lost their jobs, many had nothing in this thing. But I also know of people, you know, who had done beautiful things. Like I know of an old couple near our area where I stay. I was driving out, and it was around 1 year back. So they had opened the back of their car, and they would be, by the way, around 80s or so, and they were looking very good couple for the work which they were doing. So what they were doing was, actually they had opened that Maruti van type of car, van was there, and the back tail was open, and they were selling the clothes. I've also known people who were in the IT, this thing, because IT was suffering a lot, and they started, you know, selling street food, that is, chola bhatura or something like that. They had even prepared to go for that because the time has come. So the world must be doing innovative things. If there is a situation, do not hesitate. I felt that scenario of that old this thing. I should have captured the picture also. Today I feel I needed it because it was so encouraging to see that people do innovate methods to overcome things. Okay, so COVID has now, yesterday also there was a session on safety management. That was an international conclave which I was going on, organized by somebody in Delhi. And there was an international speaker, Max Hugel. Okay, so he's a person who's worked in many countries on COVID itself. And he was also talking about the same thing, that, even when the companies are going to be working out new dimensions, new ways, the humanity is uncertain or unclear as of now also, because he's been part of many of those things. As of now also, he was saying, as of yesterday also, that still it is unclear how the things will be. And the only thing which we need to, or I would like to suggest, is that future will be hybrid world only. So we need to prepare ourselves in an innovative way. And there is no other second way which is there. Okay, so innovative way is this thing. This is going to remain in our life. So even for the COVID, I want you to be calm and take all those points of the slide. Calm, time as the key. All those have the answers even for you to respond to the COVID stresses, if any, in your life at present. Okay. So I'm also, here, yeah, in the end of it, I'll give you some mantra also. That will be one of my last slides today. And now moving ahead, I want to share with you some signs of stress which are there. The stress can be shown up in number of ways. Okay, before I decide to share my points here, can you help me, letting me know what are the signs, what you feel could be triggers or the signs of stress? Can you give them in the chat box? Okay, good. Low feeling, right? Yeah, Rahul, Ankit, Jyoti, Pooja. Welcome everyone. If we did not talk about you in the beginning, Bharti, insomnia, right? Okay. Samprada, yeah, welcome. Nutanji, welcome. So what are the signs and triggers of the stress? Mood swings. Yeah, this is good. Feeling sad. Yeah, great. The audience is typing out there. Low morale. Okay. Upset. Madhuji, thanks. Irritability. Okay, these are there. Yeah. So let me now take my slide. This thing. Thanks for a good participation, and you have started thinking about it. So if I had just read my slide, imagine. So what would have happened? You would have just not put your mind into it. And now that I am happy that you put your mind and brought out some points, which I may be also unveiling part of them. So now you are into it and you understand that if you have to help somebody around you whom you feel that there is having certain signs of this type, it could be your most loved ones. Remember, the life has been given to us only once. Okay, we are here to live only once. So we must do our best to calm down the things, to overcome this journey, which definitely has the speed breakers and the potholes both. So there would be people very, very close to us, nears and dears, who are having certain symptoms or any one of these. So we need to be watching very, very clearly. If somebody around you whom you love is having such things, eating too much, eating too little, neglecting responsibilities, okay, getting more sick. So these are some things. Stomach ache is very, very common when the child is there in the school and the college. Sometimes they start complaining of stomach aches. That is what, isn't it? What used to happen in when you were as a child also. I am sure you remember this point, having stomach aches that day. Yeah. So you can just have more thoughts. Any such change which is away from the normal, I'll say, you will watch out that. And my approach here will be that once you feel that there could be a possibility, do not hesitate. Do not hesitate. Do not hesitate to either reach to him, but do not go him upfront. Do not ask him upfront. It will not be in order to ask him upfront, because he may feel this thing and he may stop reacting to you or responding to you. So avoid that methodology, and rather take the methodology which is the other path of taking either a second opinion or a second help, or else taking a very, very soft time. You have to look for the right time and then talk to him, or even consulting a doctor. There are a lot of people who are there. Whereas I was telling you, the life is there with us, and you live only once. And this is the beauty of our life, that it is a pearl. How you close this pearl in your hand. I'm also remembering one of the quotes, which also said that life is an ocean. Life is an ocean. और इस समंदर में जो है, there are people who go and find pearls. There are some others who in their journey of life are able to find fishes. But there are few others who just end up finding only the sand. Okay. So imagine the life as an ocean. You have to, every person is striving for excellence, and you are living only once. Now you just, you will feel so happy when you resonate and look out for that pearl which is there. So if you feel that your focus is there, even your obstacles will be, overcome very, very easily or smoothly, because you will have your focus on your entire aim of life. You wanted to find out that pearls, and you wanted to overcome all the speed breakers, and no pothole on the road would affect you. So it is the strength of mind you have to have. You have to have those things within yourself. And I want you to be getting empowered, feeling slowly and slowly that empowerment within yourself, that you are living a life which was beautiful. And you will be the one who's going to locate that one pearl which is yours, and close the hand quietly with this one pearl, and keep it in your mind, which will be your further focus of your life, and help you take your life ahead very, very smoothly. Okay. Yeah, this was some scientific thing which was done. This thing, interesting thing. I also thought that, there are different type. I'll switch over the topic slightly here and talk about some cues. Okay. So you're all familiar with cues, IQ. Okay. EQ. Okay. Help me find out what is EQ. EQ. IQ is intelligence quotient.
Sir, emotional quotient.
Yes, good. Very good. Very good. Who was it?
Hiba.
Thanks, Eva. Yeah. Clap for you. Okay. Clap.
Thank you.
And what is PQ? Okay, what is AQ?
AQ.
What is AQ? Yeah. Okay, what is CQ? Anyone? Anything else? Okay. So without holding back, okay, I have them here for you. AQ is a new term which I came across sometime back, and it is being referred to as adversity quotient. As we are talking of stress, there are adversities definitely around us, some things which we do not want, the adverse situations. Your response to that is called as adversity quotient. And once I was talking about all this in one of the talks, which I was hearing. So the participant also came across and said that, sir, there is one more. So it is not on this slide, but that is called SQ. SQ is called spiritual quotient. So adversity quotient, if you can overcome the adversities of your life in a better way, then that quotient will help you, reduce your stress. And the SQ, the spiritual quotient, also talks about the same thing, that if you have that spiritual quotient which is higher than the other quotients, once again, you are going to surely end up having a cooler, calmer life with more success, with much better results. Okay? Do you all understand that? Two things we talked in last 5 minutes. One was take the life as a pearl. Find your pearls and keep them within you. And secondly, is about talking about these quotients which are there. So these are some important points which I wanted to. Sorry, yeah, go ahead, unmute and go ahead. Who's talking? Somebody wants to pitch in? Yeah, just help unmute Rahul, Jitu bhai. Yeah, so going ahead, yeah, okay. So we are coming almost to the end of the session which is there. And, now that you have decided, that today after this session, you are going to help yourself and you are also going to change the scenario of the stress towards a better yourself and a laughing yourself and encouraging, self-encouraging yourself. So there is no shortcut in life. There's some other things which I came across while collecting this, presentation of mine. So I will tell you that you cannot have too many shortcuts in life, and you can only reach the time and the space or that height in the ladder of your life only by taking one step at the time. Okay. So that is, what army has also taught me. I have gone through a lot of adverse situations, very, very demanding times. But I also want to tell you one more thing. While I say, yes, it is manageable. Everybody needs to have his happy place back, and it's a right to have his happy place back. That means the stresses are all pushed back. Remember that somebody else's size will not fit you. One size does not fit all, because आपकी परिस्थितियां जो हैं वो आपकी परिस्थितियां हैं. So you need to be also getting aware that yes, so and so was helped. So you may have to buy a particular approach, but you may have to have a second approach in a similar scenario because your environment is different. Okay. So do not get cowed down, do not get demoralized if a situation happens, the stressful situation is there. So it is not that his solution will fit you also. So you may need even be getting counseled by a specialist because your situations were typical and too typical to you. Yeah. So your attitude determines your direction, and fear of failure. Yeah, this I just had this slide because mujhe yaad aa raha tha wo din. While we were children, we were only told that in case you don't become engineer, doctor or something, you will be a useless person, you will be failure, you will be dumb. But today, even the failure is not to be taken as, please believe me, failure is not to be taken as. We had this as a cause of stress, the fear of failure. In one of my slides earlier, fear of failure should not be there. The new age mantra about the failure says that, you learn from your failures. This is the real life education, is that you learn from your failures. If you've not had the failure, you would not have become a better you. So you should never fail, never at all feel about it. Okay. I'm not perfect, I'm not worthy, all these things, not to be taken at all. Okay. So that is, I say that, this old slogan was there, when the going gets tough, you get going. I change it for you. And today you will say it for yourself. When the going gets tough, I get going. Okay. So there is nothing, there are ordinary people who are there, who have changed this thing. I have brought some photographs, some poster for you. So these were ordinary people. They were all born as a clean state. I remember talking in one other session when I said, when the human being is born, he is born as a fully formatted, empty hard disk. His mind does not have any stresses. He doesn't have any problems. But as the journey goes ahead, it is for him to choose how he wants the data to be retained in his hard disk. And these people also, Abraham Lincoln, Albert Einstein, anybody you look at them, Martin Luther King, they were all ordinary people, but they happened to just think better, think focus towards their aim, and focus in their environment better on their aims and etc. and reach, become a special person. So when the going gets tough, I get going. This could be your mantra from today onwards. And that is what I want to say. Reduce your stresses and you get going. I get going, that is. Okay. So I have come towards the end, and I want to once again ask you this thing. Now, today, after this presentation, if you feel something you have gained, let me know. Who will be the winner? Let me know in the chat box now, before I unveil my last or second last slide after this. Who will be the winner? Yeah, I will be the winner. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, these are some encouraging replies, because the time cannot be changed. Yeah, thanks, Ayas. Thanks, Arunaji. Thanks, people participating. I will be the winner. I will be the winner. When the going gets tough, I will get tough. I will go over. So this is what you must be going through today in your mind, and also repeat this mantra when you go to sleep every day. I will be the winner. I will be the winner. See all these chats coming out, because these people have taken this thing in their mind today, and they are going to be sure in their future that I will be the winner. I'm telling you, when you think about it, the stress will not harm you, or the stress will get toned down. It will not be able to overcome you. You will be able to overcome your stress. Yeah. And nowadays, as this life skills nest, which we come from together as this team, which has been trying to deliver some things of valuable information to you for the last 3 days. So our purpose was, or is, just to give you that touch, which is little special, little different, and to help you smile, which is different, which you deserve. Okay, help you for a better smile. That is the purpose of this thing. So we can help you in a number of ways, which I just talked about. And we just want humanity to be as much better as it could be. And somebody needs some special help, of course. Our team, which has got doctors, which has got educationists, and also people, professionals from
Isn't
other
it?
walks of
I'm
life.
just running
We can help you.
from my anxieties.
Yeah, somebody? Yes, who's talking, please? Can you come again?
Yes, so Shobit sir, it's me, Hiba. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Can I, sir?
Yeah. If it
Yes,
is, if you are comfortable asking in public, I do not mind. Otherwise, you can even, I'm leaving some connects also here. Okay. So
Okay,
these
okay.
are some methods by which we connect with people also. And there are some numbers on the screen. Okay, Facebook. We are on different profiles. If somebody would this thing, just look us up on as LinkedIn. Life Skills Nest is the thing, or lifeskillsnest@gmail.com. Those numbers are the quick connect numbers. We are also having a lot of Clubhouse programs. We have a YouTube channel. So that is there. But in case you have a personal thing, Hiba, you are free to talk about it in case you're comfortable. I'll not discourage you.
No, sir. I'll
But
connect you personally. So
अच्छा, okay. तो मैंने एक बोला था एक secret mantra. Okay, so secret mantra. While I have given already कुछ mantras in my today's session to help you overcome the stress. These are 4 things. Whenever you're moving ahead in your life, there are 4 things you can also practice. These are called 4 A's of stress management, which many gurus are also talking about. They are avoid. Firstly, if you feel there is a situation of stress, you start avoiding it. So first is avoidance. Second is alter your path. Okay. So you have taken a decision. You've already ended up that situation, and you know it could not be better than this. So you just think that why not I look at the other side also. When you start thinking of the other side, the things could be better for you. Next is adapting. That is, you are adapting and accepting now. The situations are not changing. Who's to change? Situations have not changed. It is you. Okay, because I am going to be the winner. I am going to go tough. I am going to be the winner. So I adapt and accept. So follow anything for yourself. And yeah, it was the last slide was U Forms, this U Time, and this Google link I will be sharing into this chat box very soon after this. And we'll also share after the next presentation. So that is just knowing, for how do you feel about the journey together with us. Okay. Yeah, it's a U time. Now floor is open. Anybody wants to talk about something? Let's hear the audience. Any questions? Anything or your response? How did you feel? You can unmute. You can unmute and you can let us know. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next speaker. Yeah, please unmute. Anybody?
Yes, so Shobit sir, I want to say this. Thank you so much for this, for this enrichment and for your motivation. Seriously, and personally, I feel very anxious and I got very anxieties. But now I know what I have to do whenever I get anxious in life. That I will win.
Okay.
I will win. Yes, I'm tougher than my hardships and my struggles.
Okay, great.
Thank you, sir.
That's a good going. We've got Samprada. Samprada, are you there? Would be good to hear from your mouth, your words.
So we can come in gallery mode now, and we can see everybody.
Yeah, I will stop screen share. Yeah, please click some photographs, whosoever. Yeah, Samprada, Nutanji, Pooja. Pooja, can we know about you? Hello, Pooja, good evening. Jyoti, good evening. You've been participating, Jyoti? Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Bangalore.
Okay, welcome, please. Yeah. So what is your area of work?
My specialization is in learning and development. I was
Wonderful.
working in an IT company. I'm
Wonderful.
just now on a break.
Right.
Yeah, but people development is my passion. And like the session, the ocean when we get into the ocean, the focus is important. I like the human quotient, what you brought in. Thank you. It was a good learning.
Thank you. Anybody else? Else we move up to the second this thing because I just completed my 1 hour. Already I've completed the time.
Anika wants to say something. Anika, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Anika, go ahead.
Thank you so much. First, thank you so much, Shobit sir. Such a great session. And in this session, I have learned that always think that I am boss of myself. If any situation I am facing and we are facing, I can. These two
Yeah.
words are very powerful, and we are following these two words. I can do everything, and definitely we will win the race of life.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. There are 3 cheers for you also, Anika.
So
Hiba,
three cheers
Anika,
for
all
you.
those people who.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry?
Thank you, sir.
You spoke in so simple
I-
language. You spoke in so simple language that all the students, teachers, younger generation is so happy and they have understood everything. That goes for 3 cheers for Shobit sir. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you for
Please give him a
encouraging
big
me.
round of
Thank
applause.
you.
Everybody, ताली बजाओ. ताली बजाने से
Thank
कुछ
you.
फायदा होता है. Well, lovely, sir.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Very nice.
I was wondering how is IOS, our friend from Singapore, fine now? Because I'll be ending my session and handing it back to the moderator. Okay, so I finished. Thanks once again for being lovely participants. Back to you, Jitendra Bhai, once again. Thank you.
Colonel Susovit sir. What a wonderful way to bring up the word stress, which everybody has. We have problems. We cannot live without problems, but how to handle it, that matters a lot. So now you come to the last speaker of the day, discover the superhero in you. Before we start, we had the 3 days workshop and we are we'll be ending with a way. Let everybody come on the camera and say, I am my superhero. I am my superhero. Everybody, I am my superhero.
Yeah, unmute
Yes.
and say, I am my superhero.
I am my superwoman.
Superhero. Yes.
I am my superhero.
I am
I'm a superhero.
Empower each other. Let's empower each other. I am my superhero.
Superhero.
Say it.
I-
Say it.
I'm a
I'm
superhero.
superhero.
I
Yes,
am my
I am my
superhero.
superhero.
Yes, yes. That belief has to come. Do you know in a jungle, in a forest, lion doesn't have all the skills. Lion is not that big like an elephant, tall like an giraffe, or a very swift like a cheetah. But the lion thinks he's the king. So you have to think. First thing you have to bring in your mind. Then you can action it. First, if you don't have the thinking, even if you action, I'm nothing. You feel nothing. So you have to bring that superhero in that. With this, I would like to bring upon our very veteran speaker of LSN. She's a digital wellness coach, and she's an author as well, a co-author of 3 #1 international bestsellers. She's a commercial banker turned development banker turned coach. She has changed a lot. She's on her 60s. She was in NABARD, 4 decades of corporate experience and transformed billions of lives. With this, I hand over the virtual podium to Madhu Punjabi, who will help you to discover the superhero in you. Madhu ma'am, the virtual podium is yours. Madhu ma'am, any issues? Or your superhero is coming from joining your PPT? That is what I saw. Your superhero is coming from somewhere and getting into everybody, each of us.
Yeah.
You're in mute, speaking on mute, I guess, Madhu ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So, 1 minute.
So while Madhuji is just fixing it up, I just want to tell you that I announced that there'll be some surprise. So stay back because we are also going to give you something today evening, just after this second session. So stay back. Okay. So over to you, Madhuji.
So, yeah. Okay. So can you all see the
No,
screen?
no, we cannot. No, you are yet to share the screen.
Now?
It's coming up. Yes, we can see the screen. Please, you can please go ahead.
This and then fine. Hello, friends. Sorry for a bit of lag in between. Just trying to navigate between my presentation and this young superhero which we are talking about. So welcome, friends. Here we go. So today we have to discover the superhero within us. Do we have a superhero? Do we have a superhero? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
All are superheroes in the audience.
Let's see. Let us discover. Okay. So when we talk about this superhero, what does it say? It is the science to understand the art of why we do what we do and why we don't do what we don't do. So let's go ahead. Now, let me give you an incident. You might have come across some fire, a house on fire, a big flames coming out of it. There are cries you could listen, the smoke around, and that's the scenario. So there's a lot of commotion, chaos, and calling for help. There are people around, right? People will be there. When they hear this, as a humanity, they all rush for it. But there are people, you can call it a person A, who would watch at it, who would feel like helping, who would feel concerned. But is not able to move ahead. Is not prepared for action. Friends, in this crowd, there is person B. He too has similar feelings. He too feels concern. He feels empathy. He wants to help. And within no time, he takes a leap right into those hot flames without thinking of self. Nothing bothers him. Nothing about his own life. Nothing that would stop him. And this is what he does. He takes action. He rushes into it. He just blooms into it. A superhero. You might have seen how superhero is. What action he does. He flows in, falls into deep into the mid of fire, the flames. And he clutches some baby lying there, a young mother lying there, an old lady lying there, somebody, whomever he comes across, just does his best, and he again takes another leap and he's out. Whom do we call superhero? Is it the person A or the person B? You can speak out, whoever. Whom would you call it Superman, a superhero? So, I suppose it's the person B. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
The person B here is superhero. Why is he superhero? What did he do extra? What made him be what he did? Why did he do what he did? And the person A, why did not do what he did not do? So what is the science behind this? The people are same, the feelings are same, the scenario is same, the conditions are same, the situation is same, everything is same. But the response is different. And this difference, we call it that somebody is a superhero. He comes, he dives down and he comes and saves right from like a magic. That is superhero. It is some extra doing, some extra action. And generally it is an action of bravery. Now, friends, we are all going through pandemic. People are in different situations, everybody. There are so many exigencies, let me tell you. The conditions outside is not normal. There must be some pregnant woman wanted to go to be hospitalized. There must be somebody who has to go and reach somewhere. There is some other exigencies, there are variants of exigencies. And the first thing that people will think is it right that I go out? I'm supposed to be at home instead of being out. But there are many people who have no food, no shelter. And in this chill winter, they have no warm clothes. There are people who leave their houses and move out to help those people. Will they not be affected by this virus? They know they will. And the tremendous amount of help that is going, let me tell you, friends, it's unbelievable. The humanity has surfaced in its own different form. Why? Because within us, there are superheroes. This is how the world is moving. It is moving only because of superheroes. If we all were powered enough, just stick to our homes, then the scenario would have been different. The whole world is experiencing a similar platform, similar experiences. At the same time, this is the testing time for humanity, where they raise up, they scale up, they rise to that occasion. They don't bother for themselves. They don't care. I recently read a story about a person. He said he had sleepless nights. Where? Not in his house. No, but where? He was dealing with those corpses, the dead bodies which were piling up just to dispose them. And his stories made me cry. He said the family is not coming forward to claim their family, their parents, their children, their siblings, their some relation, like you name it, and it is there. And there were heaps of bodies. And this person went forward. He said, I know I would be attacked by this. I know, but I didn't go to my people back. I didn't go home. I was staying with my few group of friends and serving people to carry forward this duty of the large journey of people. Why? They are the superheroes. So here we go, and we are talking about these extraordinary people who are among us. We are fortunate, yes. So here we go. Now, friends, here we understand what is the difference between the two. So what is that one element that would make anyone a superhero? And this element we call is your self-belief. This element we call your self-talk. And this element we call as your inner code. What is that commands this action, extraordinary action? Who gives that command? People are saying, but who gives this command? It is our own belief that comes from within, a self-talk that we do with ourselves, and the inner code that we have formed up within us. That takes charge in the challenging situation, which makes us drive forward, take action, and be there. That is who you are. So friends, let's move ahead. Now, when we talk about this self-belief and this inner code, what are these? Here, we accept that something is true. We believe so strongly that whatever we think of, we believe in, is true. There is no other option. The belief is so strong. And the belief is about trust. We trust that belief so much that we fall to it. We just go for it. And this is what is the conviction that we have. So this is what I call A, B, and C, which is the acceptance of your belief, the belief that you have in the trust, and the that conviction, which makes you within a second, you take action. That is it. And that is here what we call it. Now, how it is formed when we call up belief. Let me tell you, friends, my colonel friend sometime back was discussing about traffic. We get caught in traffic. Right, we do get caught in traffic. Here my context says, I have to go to airport, but I have different routes to go to that same airport at one point. Maybe some routes are smaller, some are shorter, some are busy, some are very convenient. There are different ways. So in what time I have to reach there, that will be the deciding thing, and how much time, which road I should take. So how do I get this opinion? I get this opinion from my previous action. There may be a time where I would have gone to airport travel by certain road, experience something, and the experience that I got will give me that feeling, that acceptance, whether I should go by the same road or not, whether I should trust that decision which I took earlier or not, whether that is something which builds conviction in me or not, and whether that I should go or follow some other alternate road. That experience fall backs upon in my memory, and that is what creates beliefs. If I have to go during monsoon time, I know which road would be good. If I'm going during peak time, I know this would be the right. So all these beliefs, they get built into our mind. This is just one example. So every day we are just, collecting layers on layers and building our own beliefs. Friends, during your childhood days, you must have experienced your parents always keep saying, don't do this. Okay, you can do that. Don't do this, you'll burn your hand. Why have you to do this? So what happens? What you do, what you don't do, everything gets memorized. Everything goes on building in your mind, and that is what is formed into beliefs. We'll talk about it further. Definitely. This is a very important thing. Now, this one element which we are discussing is the one that says what you are. It defines what you are. That creates your goals, that makes your decisions. This will always surface in your mind when you are deciding anything in your life. Maybe your personal decisions, maybe your professional decisions, maybe even for your social contribution. It can be any decision of your life. That is the importance of this one element, what makes you or what breaks you. So what do we go for? Do we make it or break it? It's in our hands. Friends, let me narrate to you an incident during my career. After my joining my institution, which I served for 3.5 decades, after joining, I came to know that it's a transferable job, and transferable is to state, not within the state. But my passion for the developmental work that the institution was engaged in made me continue with the profession. I said, this is something my inner heart I feel contented about. When it is touching millions of lives, and if I'm working as a profession, I'm earning my living, and I'm also serving people in such a beautiful way and in diverse ways. There are 100 ways of serving, and that in a systematic manner. This made me go ahead with my job. There were a number of ladies who didn't go for it because of the transfer. We do understand. Everybody has their priorities. I too had my priorities. But this something kept me hang on to it. Then, up to some grade C, after being directly recruited as officer at grade C, we have to give a choice, 3 centers which you would like to be posted. And this is up to middle management. So I was comfortable with it. I'll give some neighboring states, and I used to get it. Fortunately, they were considered for women, and we were given neighboring states. So that all was good for me. There came a time where I was eligible for promotion as a senior management. And that is, the percentage is very low for women. Because you can be transferred anywhere in India, anywhere. It can be your Northeastern, it can be your Jammu, it can be right down to Kerala, if you're Uttaranchal or any place you can name it. It's just a lottery. And for this, one has to go through written exam because you are going for senior management. Let me tell you, friends, this is a very honest submission. As a middle management, I said yes, I would go and see and keep update myself and appear for attempt. Year 1 I cleared, year 2 I cleared, year 3 I cleared. The first eligibility is your PR marks. The second is your written. And when it comes to third, I felt stuck. Because within me, I did not have that conviction to go away from my people, from my family. I always felt that my career is sealed, but it is more important for my children. And this is the time they need me, where I should be available for them. My career, one ladder here, there, what difference does it make to me? So that conviction was holding me back. And that is what defined me. That made me make my decision. So when it came to interview, I was appearing for the sake of compliance. But within my heart, it was holding me back. And my senior management always asked me, Madhu, you're, such a wonderful worker. They always help me because they used to give me challenging. So how come here? And I said, sir, I don't know, somewhere within me, I feel I should not be away from my people. They need me. Office will get many people for them. But for my family, it's only me who can be there. And he said, okay, I get it. Believe it or not, this question was none other than my own chairman of my bank. When he had come down to my office, and he was the one who was interviewing me. And he felt something about it. He said, Madhu, कुछ तो अटक रहा है. मैं बोला, yes sir, आप बिल्कुल सही बता रहे हो. मेरा मन खुद मुझे अटका रहा है. And that is what was blocking me. I would have got it. I know I would have got it. And that is what they were also wondering. कि ये कहाँ अटक रही है, कहाँ क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, इसका ये भी clear हो रहा है. But let me tell you, there was something which was holding me back, and that was my love for my people, my presence with them. So friends, this is the impact of that one element which makes your life. And cut short, only when I was about to be retired, I went for promotion, because 2 years for retirement, there are no transfers. And that was the time my management called me and said, Madhu, abhi to aapko retire hona hai, aapko ye lena hai. I said, yes, sir, provided if I'm continuing in this center. He said, you are. Aapko already extension pe rakha hai. That is how I completed my double term at Ahmedabad. That is the secret. I said, I don't mind working for this wonderful institution. I don't mind giving up my personal thing. That is not important to me. I've got enough in my life. That is it. So friends, let us see what holds us and what makes us move forward. And here we talk about the empowering belief and the limiting belief. Empowering belief are very encouraging, which will take you, make you take action, which will make you move forward, which will make a wonderful life. Down, the sky is the limit, you call it. That is it. But it can be limiting belief, like how I was holding it within me. So we have these two beliefs within us, and we need to identify the belief which I'm holding within me, whether it is empowering or it is limiting, whether I should hold on or what I should do. How do I go with in my life? And this happens not only with women, but also men, but more often with more women, because of the multi-responsibilities. This happens. And here I would say, with all this, the beliefs are so empowering that we need to deal with these. We need to deal with these beliefs. If they are limiting beliefs, break it, break the chain. And reframe those limiting beliefs into those encouraging beliefs, which will take you ahead, which will upgrade you, upscale you, and create a new you. It can be reframed, it can be rewired, and new life. So friends, here I am, Madhu Punjabi, who had served for 40 years in corporate life, touching millions of lives in rural India. My heartfelt career, wonderful. But my passion to contribute continues even after my superannuation. And my vision and mission, I would just bring it to you. My vision is to smash the way through the limiting beliefs held by millions of people around and empower them to unleash their true potential. Only when they are relieved of this limiting beliefs, they can unleash their potential. And this is by 4D steps for shaping a new you. The one is discover your current code. Dive deep into its source of that code that you have and delete that limiting belief and design a new empowering belief which will take you to new heights. This is it. This is what I deliver. And now, what do you get when you reframe your beliefs? Declutter your life, you get clarity, you take charge of challenges, reduce your stress, be more effective, take decisions, take control of your life, have more opportunities, achieve your goals, be more fulfilling, satisfying, and successful, and lead a balanced and happy life. What more? You can add it. And here we go. This magic can happen in all areas of your life. We have a wheel of life. Here, my wheel has 4 areas: the relationship, the profession, the emotional well-being, the personal development, the financial, and the spiritual and larger purpose. These are the major areas of anybody's life. The beliefs can help you in all these areas. The belief that you can have in your relationship as a husband or wife, as a father or mother, son, you have to fulfill this relation. You can't only hold on to your profession, but you have to fulfill these responsibilities too. So here you have your encouraging quotes that can take you charge of your relationship, then the profession, your effective, productive career growth, professional wellness, your emotional. You can reduce your stress, as my friend Colonel was saying about this emotional quotient. You can reduce stress, balance life, physical, mental, emotional wellness, contented and happy life. This is all that you get by reframing. Your personal development, flexible and open-minded, positive attitude, improved capabilities, and inspiring life. Financial, hike in pay, lesser, more productivity. Yes, why not? You earn more. On health, higher investment. Spiritual, yes. This is the essence of a life. Believe in the flow, larger outlook, look beyond, self and community wellness. And friends, this one empowering quote for anything that you really wish to do, take it from me. I can and I will. We always tell children when they have to go for competitive examination, they find studying boring, they get fed up of studying for long hours and tough time for them to keep studying. And we always say, for my daughter, I had put this on her wall, I can and I will. And I said, you put whatever you want to fill out. And this is something you should drive strength from this. So friends, take this one quote from me. Anything that it will reframe your mind instantly. So, my one simple question to all of you: what is that one element in you which is of the highest value to you in any circumstance. You can identify. For me, I put it very simple. It is A, B, C. A is be authentic. B is feel blessed. When you feel blessed, you accept the flow. Just accept that comes. And C is contribution. Contribute. You help out others. Bring difference in the life of others. These are the beliefs, A, B, C belief of my life. Identify yours. We can help you here. That one element, what you look into yourself, is who you are. And that's your takeaway. The only belief that matters is self-belief. Thank you so much, friend, for such a patient listening.
Thank you, Madhu ma'am. Could you please unshare your screen? Stop sharing.
Right, 1 minute. 1 minute. Jitendra ji, 1 minute.
Okay.
Just, this is where I am.
So any queries for
Yeah,
her?
please.
What she has brought all her experiences in the PPT. That is what I felt. Anybody wants to get something because she has immense experience. She has handled so much of, she told her personal stories and other stories she quoted there. And so if anybody is facing any issues, you can ask her the question right now, or you can personally call her or reach to her.
Madhu ma'am, just press.
I have one request. Can you all just put your one element in the chat box? I'm not able to.
Just press stop share, Madhu ma'am. Stop share है ना ऊपर green वाला.
Yeah.
Just press stop share.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice presentation, ma'am. Very nice. I like your ABC very much. The takeaways were very nice.
So friends, can you share your one element?
Yes, Anika, tell us your one element. Anika is there. Ikra, Sadaf.
Our confidence level.
Okay,
yes.
good.
I do want to say something, ma'am, but unfortunately my Zoom is stuck today. My screen is, I think I'm not visible, but yes, my element is being fearless.
Okay, that's good. Yes. Only when you're fearless, you have more opportunities.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. Wonderful. Yeah. What happened? All are frozen?
Eva, if you want to bring out your voice, even if your Zoom is frozen, your audio is frozen, but you can voice your opinion. So that's the courage. That's the superhero we have found it. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Madhu Punjabi ma'am, for inspiring every one of us.
I was looking forward to some views from our friend from Singapore. Are you there, Isis? Yes, she's there, but are you there to share something? Is it comfortable to you now? No. Okay, back to you.
Okay, she's there. You're speaking in mute.
Sorry,
Yes.
I wasn't concentrating.
Okay. No problem. I hope your headache has gone after listening so much. Because sometimes when I get headache, I go out, move around, and I feel better. I feel better. If you're in one place, or if you're not doing anything, your headache multiplies.
Thank
yes,
you,
Jyoti, Pooja, Samprada. Some more new voices I would like to hear. Of course, all my colleagues, I would be very happy. But we do keep talking, and I would like to hear new
Yes.
voices, that will make me.
One thing which I have realized after this session is that I am the driver of my life, and I have to drive. Yes. Without like having any anxieties, and without being fear of being judged by others. I want to live my life, and I will live it on my own terms, inshallah.
Yes. So very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
One thing I want to say more, that believe in yourself, because you can make your own path.
Very nice.
That is right. See, today's incident has been like this, talking about my belief. Okay. I've been having tough time last few days, Okay. And I don't know whether I was able to present this today. I had no idea. And many times it came to my mind, I'll just, skip it. But I said no. And believe it or not, I was not able to practice even. Only while our colonel friend was presenting and I was just going through my slides. That helped me because my turn was next. Had I been the opening batsman today, I don't know what would have happened.
No, you were in full swing. You were in full swing, and your smile is putting back everything. And I think the audience has also gotten what they are here for, the value of the time. And you have done justice to it. Okay, Madhuji? Yeah, so.
It was just going with the flow.
That you have belief in yourself. That's what you showed now. That is the most important thing that you showed. Thank you, Madhu ma'am. Very lucid and very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Everybody has to give a big round of applause for Madhu.
Big round of applause,
So much of trouble she has done it today. 3 cheers to Madhu ma'am.
Hey, come on. Thank you so much.
In LSN, our motto is sympathy and empathy. Showing concern is not we go to the level to help people. That's our motto. We go to that level, we show the empathy to the people. Because generally, there are lots of people, they show sympathy, but empathy, you get very less people.
Bharti, I find you here. Come on, speak up. Bharti.
Yes, ma'am. It was wonderful listening to you. I was actually multitasking, so I couldn't take part much.
Okay.
But it was very
Happy
nice.
to see you.
Yeah.
Happy
And it was
to see
nice to
you.
hear your story, and it's very inspiring.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Bharti ma'am has been there since beginning. Yeah, thanks for
I'm
joining.
listening, sir. I'm listening. Because these
good to have
challenges
you.
are common and everybody's facing these. So it's like very important to like sit back and listen and understand how we can help ourselves.
Yes.
I was able to connect very well. Thank you for the session, sir.
I know you well, so this very well you can resonate.
Yes, ma'am. It was nice.
To see you, Bharti, after a long time.
Same here, ma'am. And I always be in touch with this group, LSN, trying to attend whenever I can.
Welcome. Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Encouraging us. We are also like little babies only.
So-
We just started our journey. Thank you for coming.
So, Jatinder, I think.
Thank you,
next phase.
Bharti ma'am. I saw you, in spite of your multitasking and whatever you do, you were there from the beginning till there.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm listening.
Thanks a lot for that. And
That's on Sunday.
okay, that too on
Yeah.
Sunday. So LSN is trying to reach as many people as, because even if we are educated, we are experienced, we lack a lot of skills. Lot of skills in life. Even sometimes you see that you can learn from a small kid. Many things you can learn from them. So learning doesn't stop until you leave the world. So that is the motto of LSN, to reach with all the learning and all the life skills. We have all, in one umbrella, we have everything. So before we go to the validity section, any comments, from anyone? Was 3 days bootcamp. What you would like to see from us? We are open to bring anything you would like to see, anything, any problem, any pain areas you're facing. So we are ready to come up with that. Anyone in the crowd who are listening from us 3 days, patiently listening to us, or people who have joined today as well. Anyone?
Yeah, we can help packing in something next time when we are there, and we can attempt to give you that value which you were looking for or has not been a part of our present package. That is what we aim at.
Yeah, so we want to give whatever problem the society is having, whether it is relationships, stress, whatever is there, somebody has career, finance, we have everything there. We have even the yoga and health, everything is there in one umbrella. We have everything. So anything specific we want to bring, we can include it because you are our gems and we are for you. If somebody is hesitant to speak here anything, you're most welcome to connect to us in our social media or one-to-one with any of us. We'll try to serve you the best. With this, I move on to the valedictory function. So 3 days bootcamp. This is the first bootcamp what we had it in LSN. So we have some small certificates. So next bootcamp, we are planning for more giveaways. So now this time we have a certificates for everyone who participated here. So we have few certificates which are shared, which we have come across. Rest of them we'll give it once we have the names in place. So these are the certificates, people who attended it. Suti Joshi.
Yes, thank you for being part of it. In case we missed out somebody's name, please leave in the chat box because we value your time as much we enjoyed being part of this journey together. Congratulations. Congratulations, everyone.
Kanal sir, could you please leave our email ID in the chat box? Let me put the email ID. And people who wants the PDF what I shared about entrepreneur, careerpreneurship, please leave your, who has missed to leave the email IDs, please put it in the chat box. We'll mail everyone. For certificates, please put your mailbox. I think we have the mail IDs with us of the registered participant. Yes, Bharti.
So the Lois is asking for the Facebook link. So can we get in touch with her?
Yes, we will get it.
We are more open on LinkedIn. So
but she may not be.
Yes,
On
yeah.
Facebook.
So we will be sharing the recording all the 3 sections to all the registered participants we have.
okay, there were 2 certificate sets which were, I think, shared by Halima ji, and I think on my screen today I happen to have one only, but we already have the certificates for others as well. So they will be just messaged to you because I can see the video clipping I was playing. I thought everybody's in this clipping.
Okay,
But
let me share with, I have it. Let me share with you. Could you please unshare?
I'll unshare. Yeah.
So we have to.
It's not moving, is it?
It's moving, yeah. So those we have missed here, those we'll take it from the list of the registered participants. So we'll mail you the certificates. We'll mail each one of you the certificates. We have your mail IDs if you have filled the form. Okay. So anything before we wind up? That's we have for today, but we are planning for people with more of questions. We'll have a lot of criteria for giveaways. People with more of attendance, more questions. We'll have a lot of goodies in the next. This was the first one. Just we wanted to see the audience responses. We had a good response. So next time we'll plan it very way. A lot of goodies will be there.
I'm just trying to screen share again. I'm trying to screen share again. Just a second, in case I can show that. Yeah, this is the first portion. Yeah, my dear friend Sadaf. Congratulations, everyone. Hiba, Naz, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
These certificates will be sent to you. Yeah, next. Ikra
Thank you,
Tanveer.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Anika Nargis.
Thank you, sir.
So we just hope we've not missed out. Aruna ji, we missed out. I can see, I remember, and
Yeah, it is
we'll
in
have them.
it's in the process. These are the certificates
Yeah.
or PRT.
As well as others, yeah. We will love to have Shivani and anybody else who's here. Okay. So
can we have
thanks
some
for being with
comments,
us.
feedback from the audience before we wind up?
I am leaving a small link here in the chat box, as I had said. So you can please click and give your feedback on this also. Okay. So there's a Google form, of course. So just click on this link, okay, and you can just go to the chats, click on this link to let us know what more you want and things like that, and your feedback about this 3 days of journey with us. Okay, just click on this, save that or copy paste that, and give your valuable votes to us also. As much as we want to see you happy, we also want to be encouraged by your participation through these channels. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. So we are officially over. The boot camp is over. Thanks for your participation.